Time is now to cure up some eggs for some upper tributary coho salmon fishing. We just had a huge rain. I got fortunate enough before the storm to go catch a really nice hen. Check it out right here.
5 minutes in, Cromer on the bank.
And with that, we're blessed with these big, beautiful skeins of eggs. Hey, we're going to use a new cure to me, Zilla bait. It's going to be really neat. We're going to just go about the standard process of curing eggs and how simple this is. These are fresh. Let's go check it out. Be sure to stay all the way through the end because we're giving away our 5-pack of Twitch and Jigs to a lucky winner from the last video. Yeah, stay tuned. We're going to keep this super easy. All we need is a gallon bag, pair of scissors, need our skein, and most importantly, our cure. I'm trying something new. Never used Zilla bait before, but I have a lot of buddies who do. So we're going to try this cure out. But the process goes very straightforward no matter the cure you are using. You're going to take your skeins and make sure as much as possible you can get the blood out. These ones are not entirely perfect, but for time purposes, you would just scrape all this blood out of it, dab it with a paper towel. We're going to be fishing these relatively soon, so I'm not too worried about the blood spoiling and causing issues. That's the whole main reason of getting the blood out of the skeins, is you don't want them to spoil over time. We're going to be going through and butterflying open up our skeins. You always want to be wearing gloves when curing eggs. This is a very important piece to keep in mind because your human scent can really throw off the cure, can throw off a lot of different things you don't want. Fish can smell in the parts per billion as they are able to go back to their spawning grounds. You don't want there being any reason for them not to take a look at your bait. You spend the time to put this together, you want it to fish really good. So what we're doing here is just butterflying opening our skeins. This allows maximum absorption into the skeins themselves. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our gallon bag open. There is instructions on the side of this here, and basically I'll let you screenshot that if you want, but it asks to put a little bit of this cure, which I really like, this Blurple color. It says to get some of this into the bag. And let's see. Okay, so that's what I thought. You're going to put these in the bag, very side up. We're going to lightly coat them. Then we're going to put the next skein in. Same step process. Trying to do this around the camera. Apologize. But okay. Got our cure on. I will secure the lid. And now we can clean up a little bit. Okay, we got ourselves cleaned up. Here is what the beauty of the gallon Ziploc bag is. You're now going to be able to roll in the cure and really massage this into the eggs. The whole point is you really want this to get into all of the membrane as much as you possibly can. Look at this already. The curing instructions are going to tell you to gently massage in and tumble your eggs. What this is going to do is get every bit of that cure into those membranes, inside the individual eggs, all the in between. And you're going to want to do this every couple hours for the first 24 hours. These eggs are going to be fishable tomorrow, and we're going to be able to show you guys exactly what they're going to look like. But we're going to basically set a timer. I'll let a little bit of the air out here. These eggs are going to start to juice out. And what you're going to end up seeing is how much this has already gotten dark. And these eggs are going to look so dang good coming up. So we're just going to leave them, and I'll roll them around like this. Come back in a couple hours and I'll roll them again. But there we go. Curing made simple with just simple bake. All right, while we're waiting for this to cure, I kind of wanted to go over the basic rigging that we are doing for this float fishing. I really think that you'll also... Hey, I wanted to help while this is starting to cure and get all set up here to show you guys the basic float fishing rig that we're going to be fishing these with in tributaries. In this case, a slip float, because I'm not exactly sure the depths I'm going to be fishing, but for the most part, I know these runs are going to be anywhere between 3 to 6 feet in most cases. So a slip float gives me a little bit of freedom to change my depth and make it easier to cast these presentations. So I like a slip float. These come in tons of different sizes and styles. I just grabbed a couple that I had just lying around here in the shop. They're going to have a line that goes all the way through, whether it's a tube, plastic, whatever may be the case. But you're going to need a bobber stop, a bead, and some sort of other thing to help flotation wise and for visual, maybe a corky, whatever. But you're going to have your main line come down the line. That's going to go into the bobber stop. And then from the bobber stop, you have a bead, and then your corky, and then your float. This then ties down from the main line to an inline weight of some sort. I like these Dave's Tangle Free ones. They're pretty cool. And then you're going to have your leader. The leader doesn't need to be anything crazy. This is only about 2.5 feet, if that. And I basically like to put a little bit of a hotspot bead, whether that's, this one's an 8 millimeter, kind of dead egg looking. But then I have my hook of choice. This ended up just being another rig I had tied up, but it's a bait loop, which is really important. That little bead in there helps you just to grab it, makes it a lot easier when you're going to put your bait on the line. This is a 2-aught owner hook. I really like these, a mosquito owner, because it takes almost nothing to get this into the jaw of a fish. Very, very, very sharp. And it's a lighter wire, so I really like the penetration on that. But you basically are going to open up your bait loop when your eggs are ready. You're going to put them in the bait loop. I like to put a little piece of that through the hook and then cinch it tight, and then it'll be ready to fish. That is a basic float fishing rig for these eggs. We will show you more on the river, but just to kind of give you a baseline of how these are going to be fished. These can definitely be fished as well bobber dogging. You could also fish these drift fishing. I like to float fish because it is visual for me, and one of my favorite things to watch is that bobber slam down. So let's check out these when they're done curing. So I kind of wanted to show this. We're not even 5 minutes into curing, and check out the color on this thing. These eggs are going to look so dang good. It is a really neat color of like a deep raspberry with a little bit of blue and purple in there. It's not a color that you see very much in eggs. Most people cure eggs for salmon and they're a really deep red or they're an orange. Sometimes you can get pink too, but this kind of is a combination that I really like. So very cool right there. We are in the process though of this just taking the basic curing and setting itself up. We're going to rotate again. I've just kind of been slowly massaging these around. If you really wanted to, this is the time to add your krill powders and other scents if you want. While these eggs milk out, they will get really juicy for a little while, and then this stuff is going to start to get reabsorbed back into the eggs. So if you guys have krill powder, this is the time to use it. So let's check this out shortly.
Now
about you, but that looks amazing. 24 hours in the cure, and there's our finished product. Now, how awesome did that turn out? Let me know in the comments below. Are you guys going to be fishing some eggs just like this? Or if you have a cure that's your favorite, let me know. In the meantime, from our last video on making these 5-pack of twitching jigs, it's time to give these away right now. And the lucky winner of our jig pack is the Floppy Donkey. Congratulations on our winner. Shoot me an email right here below and I will get your 5-pack out. If you guys want to see some more videos of how to put this stuff into action and help you catch more fish on this drop, check the video playing right here and we'll catch you on the water. Tight lines and fish on!